Applications for the recognition of Khoi and San traditional leaders close on Thursday this week, with threats to take the matter to court already being made. Khoi and San leaders claim the requirements for recognition are unfair compared to those of other cultural communities like the amaXhosa and amaZulu nations. Some have vowed to petition the Constitutional Court for a declaratory order. Some 138 submissions were received from the various Khoi and San communities, mostly from the Western and Eastern Cape. Proving eligibility was an extensive process that included signatures and evidence of promoting cultural practices, among others. Government recognizes the Nama, Griqua, San, Korana and the Cape Khoi as among the communities who can seek recognition. Legal action is on the horizon, as other leaders say the process was unfair, leading them not to apply for recognition. Government says once applications close on Thursday, a commission seized with investigating the claims will start its work. They're hoping to recognize Khoi and San traditional leaders in this financial year. Right, for summer action, we're joined by Chief Stanley Peterson of the Griqua Nation. A very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. What is your reaction?
Yes, we are glad that the act is recognized. But the problem is they want too much from us at the point in time. Because like the Zulus and the other nations, they didn't went through the process, the whole process like we are. We must put it and they went through. And the sound is bad. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, as I said, the process is very difficult for us as a Khoi and San. The reason for that is not all of us can prove we have the lineage and we practice our cultures. With the Slapo community, with the Zulus, the Zulu kingdom and the Zulu chiefs, they didn't prove that they were lineage.
So with that, are you saying that legal action is on the horizon?
I beg your pardon?
Are you going to be taking this matter to the courts?
No, for me, myself personally, I will not do it, because remember, this act for us is very good. For the first time in the history of the Africa, the Khoi and San people are being recognized. So for me, the only people that take this act to court are government, are those that cannot prove that they are legal.
Perhaps let's start off with your reaction again.
Yes, Princess Mire. Yes, the process of the recognition is for us as a Khoi and San very strict. Because at the Slapo Commission, the Zulus, they were not really under the strict measurements and application like the Khoi and San currently is now.
Mm-hmm. So I know earlier you said that while some are vowing to take this matter to the Constitutional Court for a declaratory order, you're of a different view.
No. Yeah. Okay, it's fine. You know what happened is those people that took the act to court are those that really cannot prove that they are the real original leaders. Me, myself, and others, we have proof and a track record that we are leaders in our communities, and our community recognize us. Those that make threats that they weren't going to court are those that really have no lineage.
As far as I understand, some of those leaders that you're making reference to have said that they've cried foul about this process, saying that it was unfair, and as a result, they have not applied for recognition because of the unfair process. What did you think that the process was fair enough?
The process was fair enough. You know, it's a very simple process. It's threefold. You as a leader, you must apply with your community. Your community, a leader cannot be without the community. And really what we see now is we separate the sheep from the goats. Because why? some of these leaders just make noises. They don't have any followers, and that's where it's becoming problematic, because it's not a leader alone that must apply for recognition, but his community as well. So his community must recognize him as a leader, and that is where the difficulties come in. Some of these leaders are just making noise all over South Africa, and when it comes now that they must prove they have followers or communities, they cannot prove it.
Government is saying that once these applications close on Thursday, the process then begins. The commission will cease with investigating the claims, will begin its work, and that they're hoping to recognize Khoi and the San traditional leaders in this financial year. What will that recognition mean for you?
It's the first time in our 600 years that we have been recognized in our country of birth, where we originated from. So this is the first government that recognizes us. And for us, it means the world. You know, to be recognized as a human being, to be recognized as the first indigenous people of South Africa, and to be part of South Africa, because for centuries we're not part of South Africa, but at least the government of the day recognized us. So for us, it's a huge milestone, and it will be the first historic ever recognition.
Some who may be listening to you responding to the process of legitimacy and, the extensive process which included signatures and evidence of promoting cultural practices, among others, maybe are of a different view, saying that, they just didn't get to meeting those requirements as the deadline looms on Thursday. And in fact, we're hoping as SABC News, the late edition, to get their reaction. What would that process mean for them as the deadline looms? I mean, why is it such a process of, well, for you, you say it was a smooth process. Why would others be met with so much trouble if they believe that they are indeed legitimate leaders?
Look, government, the president signed this law into act in 2019. And I think it's in April month, 2019. They have plenty of time to mobilize the communities, to get the forms completed, to get the members, the communities, acknowledge them as leaders, but they fail to do it.
Okay, I think we may have lost the Chief Stanley Peterson of the Griqua Nation, but let me thank you for your time and for speaking to us this evening. We are, of course, hoping to get some reaction for those, pardon me, who are crying foul, saying that the process was not fair and that they, in fact, hoping to take this matter to court should that extension not be granted, hoping to get that reaction in the next few days.